Hi, my name is Chelsea Newwood. I'm from Arizona. I've spent 2 years teaching at a kindergarten Hagwon in Suwon, and I'm now teaching at a public elementary school in Danyang. And I'm going to share with you a few thoughts about using TPR in an elementary classroom. TPR stands for Total Physical Response. It was designed with language learners in mind so that students could absorb a second language in the similar manner that they acquired their first. When a parent speaks to a child, they say, "Find your shoes," and the child learns what that means and how to respond long before they can actually produce the sentence themselves. TPR follows similar principles. TPR is a really useful tool for teaching vocabulary, particularly verbs. When you begin with a new set of words or phrases, the idea is for the students to hear you, understand, and then perform the required action. And don't worry too much in the beginning about having them remember and repeat the phrase back to you. The idea is to say something and then get the correct physical response. This helps ingrain the word in their minds. Later on, you can add in the speaking portion and perhaps even have the children direct each other. TPR is especially effective for kinesthetic learners who often have trouble focusing in a traditional classroom setting. TPR allows students to think and express themselves with their bodies and offers an alternative to rote memorization. One of the challenges associated with TPR is the overuse of imperative language and commands. Students could become too accustomed to simply open the door rather than "I open the door" or "Will you open the door?" Teachers should use caution and plan their sentences well. TPR works best when combined with other forms of teaching. It's difficult to maintain a curriculum that uses only TPR within a classroom. After all, the students do need to learn to read and write, but it can be a good opportunity to get them up out of their chairs and active in a constructive and controlled environment. As English teachers, we use forms of TPR nearly every day, particularly in elementary school. Almost every instruction that I give my students is accompanied by actions and gestures so they can understand what I want them to do. I don't just say, "Push in your chair." I motion, "Push in your chair." It's an easy example of TPR. Sometimes it gets really outrageous and ridiculous and creative, and I'm sure that you guys all do similar things at your schools. A TPR activity goes one step further by expecting the students to mimic the action and respond to your directions in a specific way. Something important to remember while doing TPR in the elementary grades, particularly first and second, is that a lot of movement really increases the energy and the activity level of the students, so they get harder to control as the class goes on. It's wise to set a time limit for the activity, mixed in with some desk time maybe, so the kids don't get completely out of control. 40 minutes of TPR is probably too much. You'll just have to get used to your classes and figure out what amount of time works best for them. I usually don't do more than 20 minutes of TPR in any class. Sometimes I do it all together, sometimes in shorter pieces throughout the lesson. With the older grades, you might be able to do longer activities. It, of course, just depends on your particular class. One example of using TPR for vocabulary could be teaching classroom objects, pencil, eraser, desk, book, etc. Something that we really need them to learn really quickly in order for later classes to run more smoothly. So, for example, you could set up different objects around the room, split the students into teams, have them run and touch an object when you say the name. You could also do this individually with smaller objects on their own desk. I've recorded a few sample TPR lessons in my own classes that I'll share with you. I hope it's helpful and it gives you a few ideas that you can adapt and improve for your own classes.
Okay, let's talk about body. 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 What's body? Oh. Body, right? Good. Head. Very good. Head. Very good. Chelsea teacher says, one, mouth. One. Okay, or shoulder, shoulder. Okay? All right. Now, here, team one. You will stick the numbers on the leader, right? So it looks like this. Okay. Now, number one. Number one. dance. Okay? That's the game. To help the snowman draw the sun. Oh, be careful. Help the snowman erase the board. Good. Next, help the reindeer touch a desk. Oh, good job. Help the reindeer walk. Good. Oh, good job. Oh, fantastic. Action, good. Action model. Actor. Very good. Actor. Very good. Fantastic.
Okay, so Chelsea, having just watched your class, it really looked like the students were learning a lot of terminology that they will now be able to use maybe every day in their everyday language if they talk to somebody in English.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
And so, how does this compare to, have you taught without TPR?
Yeah, I've done all different kinds of lessons, done really speaking-based lessons, writing-based lessons, TPR, all different kinds, yeah.
And how about later, the retention? How long do they retain teaching without TPR versus with TPR?
It depends a lot on the activity. I do find that the words that they have to use a couple different senses are the ones that stick longer. They see a picture and have to write the word down, or they have to get up and go pick it up. Something that's just a little bit more engaging rather than just, if I give them a word, apple, and they have to sit and write apple 5 times. That's not very effective. But they see a picture and they have to match, or they have to go pick up an apple and give it to their friend. Something like that is really, really, really helpful to help them remember it later on.
That's good, and that's really exacting TPR because it is about doing the physical thing as you learn the language.
Exactly, yeah. And they really enjoy. I have one activity that I've done several times where they have to, it'll be words that we've already learned, and then they have to read the word to a friend, and the friend has to draw it, and they swap back and forth between doing it. So, you can't say go pick up a boat or something in the classroom. That doesn't work, but going and drawing it on the picture, they have to think about it as they're doing it. Their friend is reading boat, so they're getting used to the word, saying it out loud, reading the word, and actually physically drawing it. And so that's really good to help them remember what everything is.
That's really cool. Yeah. Okay, some people are a little afraid of trying to include TPR because they think, okay, you have to go out and buy a whole bunch of different objects and things and bring them into the classroom, and they don't have the time or the money. They find that it might be difficult. What do you suggest?
Well, I've done TPR with it in a couple different ways. I've done it, you can do it with just pictures. Like it could be as easy as just printing off 10 pictures, all the same thing, and having the kids use that. I've done that over and over and over, where I just print pictures of the objects. If I'm going to do a lesson where I'm using the actual objects, I always just do it with something that I can bring from home. I've had 2 particularly effective lessons that where I brought in objects from home. Both were during camp time, so I don't think it would work in a classroom of 25 students, but for a smaller class where I only had 6 students, mine and my husband really well. One was a clothing lesson where I brought in scarves, t-shirts, jeans. Give them a picture of a scarf. They would have to run to the table, find a scarf, put it on, and I would give them about 3 or 4 pictures at a time. So they would have on a hat, a scarf, jeans, and a belt. And then they would have to come over to me and say, I'm wearing scarf, your scarf, hat, belt, jeans. And we did that over and over, and they loved it. They absolutely loved putting on all the crazy clothes, and if the boys got a skirt, they all lost their minds. They all had to put the skirt on. So that went really well, and that was just, stuff I pulled out of my own closet. I also had one where they had to guess kitchen objects. We learned plate, fork, knife, things like that. Also 3rd grade, really low level. And so we'd done the words before on the PowerPoint, and then they put on a blindfold, and I would give them the object, and then people would say, oh, bowl. And we went around, and again, they didn't want to stop. It was the same words over and over, but they wanted to wear the blindfold and feel the objects, and they just couldn't